I think that's the narrative for this team. It was better winning basketball. When you cut your turnovers down, and it's been a theme for us these last 2 days, we had like an old school company mission statement. We need to play better winning basketball to win games. And I thought, we had 11 at the first half, and we talked about it. How many were on just dribbling too deep and they really took care of it in the second half. Just way more of an urgency. I thought Jeremiah had 0 in the second half, and he had the ball in his hand a ton. And also get 9 rebounds, 8 assists, no turnovers, 2 steals. I thought Jalen being able to draw fouls. Jalen Moore drew 8 fouls. He's hard when he gets an angle like that. And he just but the understatement of the years is how bad we needed that. And to get that narrative of getting the first one out of the way and getting our confidence back up and to play winning basketball. So that's what you're going to have tons of opportunity in this league. We needed to log in that first one, and so we could move forward. But there's reasons why you win, and we had so many more shot attempts. We shot 59%. So that's all those possessions that you didn't turn it over, we got chances to score, and that's winning basketball.
Forsythe's big three that came off, what did that do for the team?
I think they all know Dayton's energy. Last game he brought us energy, but for him to knock that down, it was just like it's fun to see him how excited they are for him because how hard he plays. Our bench had 6 threes. Dayton had 1, Kobe had 4, and then Luke Norweather came in and got it. So everybody contributed when we needed it. And it was just better winning basketball in the second half of taking care of it.
Not just that three-pointer, but Jalen's block and that tap, the wherewithal to save it on the other end, that sit that up.
That's winning basketball, like just finding ways to make winning plays. That was a winning play. And I just think when your margin for error is small, like it's been in 3 of the 4 of these games, that you've got to take care of it. You got to make good, sound plays. I think in the first half we had 1 or 2 like pick sixes where we turned it over and just led to a quick layup. But in the second half we didn't have any of those, and that just means so much to to win games like that.
Porter, you mentioned Jalen getting to the free throw line, 11 attempts from him today. It seems like the last couple games, that second half against Texas today, he's really aggressive offensively, especially getting to the line. Just how much has the team kind of needed him to be aggressive offensively?
So much, when you're going towards the rim and you get more calls than avoiding it. When you avoid it, then you don't get into the guy's body. I think he's really turning the corner, literally turning the corner, and getting angles which by rules are fouls. And he's just been so much more physical. He's finished in there through contact, and I thought that was huge because I think Broyles is terrific. He's really hard to guard. He reminded me of another SEC player that I coached against in the NCAA tournament at Tennessee, Grant Williams, and how thick Grant Williams was and how hard it was to get around him. And our guys were saying, like, when Broyles posted up, it was hard to get around him. I mean, he is very, very good. And I thought Jalen's aggressive offense was a side narrative of drawing fouls with that.
Porter, how tough were Thursday and Friday?
Tough. It was tough. It was, you're going to have, in this profession, low points. And I told our guys, the last 15 minutes of that game, and then after the practice the next day, so a lot of times we don't go live. We went live. We went live and guarded, and we wanted to get that taste out of our mouth. And I said, on a weird way, I'm more encouraged right now because we didn't coach effort, we didn't coach energy, we coached execution, we coached different things, and the guys responded. We were all miserable. Everybody was miserable. I mean, I can't tell you this. Part of what we do, we're in that arena in the world of this college sports, and it was a really hard low point, that game, walking off that floor, and so the guys stayed together. We believe we just needed that. We needed that narrative get over with. We got an SEC win. Now let's go. Let's start stacking wins. Let's start playing better, so we can stack wins, and really huge Thursday and Friday.
Second game in a row that you've gone with Kobe off the bench. Obviously the 4 big three-pointers today, but how have you seen him adjust to that role after starting pretty much all season?
Well, I thought he produced. I thought he produced. You know, I thought he came in, and it gives you a chance to, when you bring in off Duke or Fears, you got another chance to him come in and get another primary ball handler in there. Because sometimes when we started them, not to say I won't do it again, but you got 3 ball handlers in there, and 2 of them don't have it. You know, and I just think the rotations are better. We start bigger. It's really been hard starting, you know, bigger. So we'll see. And the thing that you heard me say it a lot last year, and I'm creating that narrative again this year to Glenn and Kobe, and we got 7 starters. Those guys have started a lot of games in college basketball. It's a shift. I almost want to use that word. It's your shift, not you're a sub. Some people say, I don't know why people think the word sub is bad, all right, but it's not. It is. It's part of basketball. But so I'm trying to say your shift. Your shift, just second shift. And some people ask me about Mo coming off the bench. I'm like, man, if Mo comes in the 35-minute mark, now he has 35 minutes to get 5 fouls. It's a math equation.
Porter, how do you look at this week with no midweek games? Do you worry about it throwing off the rhythm at all, or is it kind of like, okay, we need this to kind of savor this and build off of it?
A little both. I mean, mentally and physically, you need it. I'll be honest. Big 12, we didn't have it. Missouri Valley didn't have it, so I haven't had a bye week. I mean, I'm kind of like, I'll probably end up, we're going to give a handful of days off, let them get it. But I can just tell you this team needed this bad. We need this bad. We'll figure out this week. I know we got Arkansas next, and we'll have to figure out a way with that. But it's great when the narrative, when now you can really feed into, hey man, we played better winning basketball. That's why we won. And we had contributions for a lot of guys on their shift change. On their shift, they came in and produced.
It was definitely a big win for us, especially going on that loser streak. And I think we did a great job of just staying together and pushing each other in practice, just giving everything we got on the floor and to help us get this win today.
Kobe and Dayton, both you guys hit big threes off the bench. Talk about coming off the bench and energizing the team. Is that a goal, or does that just happen?
No, coming off the bench, I feel like it's our job to come in and bring energy, play super hard, and let the chips fall where they may. It happened today. We both hit big shots, but tomorrow it could be 2 different people. So just do whatever we can to help the team is my mentality.
Yeah, I don't think I could have said it any better than what Dayton, said. Just a matter of just coming in and trying to play as hard as possible.
Jeremiah, I know the win is the most important thing, but for you personally, after that kind of rough stretch at the start of SEC play, how big have these last 2 games been for you to kind of get back into rhythm?
It's been 2 big games, obviously. I think my teammates did a great job of just helping me stay motivated and confident in my game and just trying to help it any way they can, and I think they did a great job of helping me.
For any of you guys, seeing what happened the last game, getting back into it and then kind of falling apart at the end, how nice was it to just kind of lose that lead, and then what was just different this time around? How are you guys able to take that lead back and then just go on that big run?
I feel like after last game, we talked about it, and we all felt like, why do anything different than we did the last 15 minutes of the Texas game? We played. I feel like today we did that. We played like the last 15 minutes, and we gave everything we had, and the result was the result.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Kobe, I felt like the game kind of shifted during the stretch where Jalen had the block and then Dayton knocked down the 3. Just how big has Dayton been, especially the past 2 games, as being like a tone setter?
Oh, man, he's definitely been a big X factor for us. I think a lot of people don't understand, the value that he has, and I don't think he even understands the value that he brings into the game. Sometimes he just doesn't know what he doesn't know, right, because he's just young, but he comes in and he plays just so hard, right? Like, he's crashing the boards, he's making good shots, he's making good reads. Like, he just plays like extremely, extremely hard, and it's contagious. It affects me, it affects, the rest of the guys coming off the bench, and it also affects, the starting guys coming back in and saying, hey, I need to play just as hard as him.
Jeremiah, you mentioned teammates keeping you confident. Had that been a struggle for you during the last couple weeks?
No, it haven't really been a struggle. Just really couldn't find a groove, but just staying focused and knowing what the main goal was to win every single game. So we just had to get back on the right path.
Kobe, what have these last 2 games been like for you? It's It's been a couple of years since you've come off the bench.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's different, like, just trying to find how I can affect the game, honestly. So.
Any more questions for the guys?
Yeah, for any of you guys turned the ball over 11 times in the first half, just once in the second half. Just what was different offensively for you guys?
We talked about it at halftime, and we knew that was basically what was keeping them in the game. Just our turnovers and how many points they had off our turnovers. So in the second half, we made it like a big emphasis to take care of the ball. And when we took care of the ball, we kind of ran with the lead and ended up beating them by 20 points. So it was definitely important for us.